is the next step. Well, what are some of the things that, I mean, again, we've heard a lot of good ideas about delivering with style. I'm going to add one thing that I don't think has been really talked about, is usually for a contest, but not at the club, probably not at the area, but you know, when you get to the division and the district level, you have a pretty big stage to work with. Right? You saw the stage in Guangzhou, it's pretty big. So you're expected, I mean, if you're going to be a winning contestant, that you use this whole space. Now, Darren LaCroix started off his speech quite effectively, I thought, in 2001. He started off his speech here, and he immediately went to the back of the stage, and he was talking about, you know, fighting his way through something. And he came from back to the front. You know, that was like in his opening 30 seconds. So it's, you know, really quite an effective use of the stage. And again, as Ingdan was saying, you know, sometimes it's with characters, you know, talking from side to side. One thing to add that Craig Valentine also mentions is when you have a character and you're delivering this character, sometimes you go off and then talk to, you know, maybe talk about that story. But if that character comes back, you go back to the same place on the stage where that character was doing the dialogue. Okay, it's called a callback. Right? So if you have a, you know, dialogue going on with a character, keep your characters in one place on the stage. It's easy for the audience to follow. Okay, so that's one thing to remember. When you have a big stage, you can use this, you know, in the speech. Delivering with style. Somebody mentioned that you should be at a very loud volume. I think what Peter was trying to say was actually your energy levels have got to be much higher. Energy levels, if normally you're giving like your normal speeches at a 5 or 6 out of 10, at the contest level it's going to be like a 7, 8, 9 out of 10. It's going to be really high. And I remember Craig Valentine said once, in the contest that he was in 1999, he said he heard this other contestant that came on before him, and he came out of really high energy. And you know, his opening was like super high, you know, just really ripping up the stage. And Craig was sitting there going, oh my goodness, like how, there's no way I'm going to compete with this guy. But the guy kept on for the whole speech at the same level of energy and the same level of volume, up here the whole time for 7 minutes. So that's going to be annoying after a while, isn't it? You know, so again, it is the variety. It's using the various energy. But overall, you've got to have a high level of energy. You can't just come out the same way you do it in a club contest. You know, so think about that as you're going to the area, the division and the national. Bring the energy up. You know, if you've got a nice big room like this, fill the room if you can.